sad to see how these three princesses actually look at our parents, actually look at us children, members of the hall, as money-minded people, members of the hall. Just because of money, we are going to make our mother or our father become a maid. That is true, their definition there, members of the hall. Whether like it or not, members of the hall, they are going to pay a mother just for cleaning the toilets. They are going to pay a mother just for cooking. Now, in the current state school, doesn't that equal to a maid? Members of the hall. Now, Madam Speaker, they have came up with a problem stating that people look at parents, people look at mothers or fathers who are taking care, housewives or house husbands who are taking care of their children as lazy here. Now, please take a step back, put yourself in the shoes of those people that are members of the hall. Now, if you see a mother who is actually going all out to take care of her children here, would you think that she is lazy having sad chairs there for a reason? Now, would you think that she is lazy, or would you think that she is a responsible mother here, members of the hall? The harsh reality is people do not look at housewives or house husbands like that. They know, members of the hall, that taking care of a child, as they stated, is tough, is a tough thing here. And they know, members of the hall, they have a rational mind. And therefore, members of the hall, their problem does not stand in today. Besides that, members of the hall, they have still not proven to us or provided us with links that people actually look at people, our citizens, like as they claim here. Have a seat, man. Now, three things, members of the hall, that I like to question our opposition here. Number one, as they claim that some husbands might be jackasses as quoted by the speakers there. Now, knowing that, members of the hall, they have still not proved to us how are they going to punish people who are not going to actually pay their wives here. Are they going to just put them in jail? Are they going to hang them for a matter of fact here? We don't know, members of the hall. They are still not clarified to us. That is number one. Number two, members of the hall, they claim that they are just going to pay parents or wives who actually have children here. Now, a simple question here. Why the double standards? Why not pay wives who actually take care of their husbands here? Who actually mops the floor, members of the hall? Who actually does washing the toilet too? Why not pay them, members of the hall? They too have responsibilities. They too take care of their husbands. They too take care of their whole chores here. Double standards. Now, the third question here. Members of the hall, they say that they're going to pay couples who have children and do not have a maid. Yes, do not have a maid. What if the wife actually sends the children to a daycare center and asks her husband to pick the children up in the evening while she sits down and watches Tamil serials here? Or actually sits down and watches serials over and over again, members of the hall. Is it justifiable to pay that person there, members of the hall, for sitting down and watching TV? Is it justifiable here? Have a seat, man. Now, Madam Chair, the fourth question here. We are still not justified to us whether they are going to deduct income tax from the 20% of the income that they are going to give to these housewives here. Now, in today's debate, I'm just going to analyze and disprove the two ideas that our opposition, the government here, have brought up in today's debate. Number one, concerning why is it justifiable as claimed by them to carry out today's motion, and number two, members of all, the effects, or in their case, the benefits that might come to these families here. Now, let us analyze the first idea concerning why. Members of all, they claim that it is tough. It is tough to take care of children. It is very tough to take care of children, and therefore, members of the hall, it is fair to actually pay people who take care of these children here. Now, in the status quo, members of the hall, do we see people going on applying to become a housewife? Do we see people actually going on applying to become a house husband here? Clearly not, members of the hall. Now, knowing that they have already chosen that they are going to take up the responsibilities for themselves. It is not the government that says that you have to become a housewife. It is not the government that says that you have to become a house husband here. Now, knowing that fact, members of the hall, is it justifiable for the government to actually pass such a bill? Simply because, members of the hall, they have taken up their responsibilities. They have chosen to take up such a responsibility. Simply because, members of the hall, they are responsible husbands and wives. They are responsible towards their family. They want to contribute towards their family in their way. Now, if I want further, anyone of you?
don't deserve the thing.
Yeah. Members of the hall, they go through training. They apply to become a teacher. That is the first thing. Do you apply to become a housewife? Do you go through training to become a housewife? Or in today's case, the main members of the hall have a seat and the chairs that are easy. Now, having proven to you that it is unjustifiable to pay simply because you take up your responsibility. Your responsibility you have towards your family here, members of the hall. Your family, yes, not the government's family. Your family, it is unjustifiable for us to simply pay these people here. Now, let us analyze the second idea that our government have brought up here. Concerning two arguments under the title of effects here. Number one, members of the hall, they claim that children will start to appreciate their parents just because members of the hall, parents are actually contributing income. Parents are actually paying here, earning money here. Now, the simple, again, members of the hall, it is sad for them to think of us children, yes, you and I, us children, as money-minded people here, members of the hall. Materialistic people here, we don't think so. Because we know, members of the hall, we appreciate our parents for the right reasons here. Now, even if members of the hall want to debate on their basis here. Now, we see thousands of parents, old folks homes here, members of the hall. Do not tell me that all of those thousands didn't go to work. Members of the hall. Now, knowing that fact, it clearly proves to us, members of the hall, it is up to the individual to actually appreciate your mother or your father. Not the government to come and step into a private situation here, members of the hall, and say that they should do this and do that to actually appreciate your parents. Your parents, members of the hall, not the government's parents here. Now, the second analysis concerning a positive environment here. Members of the hall, a positive environment doesn't only revolve around economics, it doesn't only revolve around money here. A positive environment actually revolves around the relationship between a husband and wife. If you love your wife, if you love your husband, you can go through even the worst economic crisis that your parents are facing here. Simply because, members of the hall, it is the love that counts. It is not the amount of money that a family actually has here. Simply, members of the hall, we still see poor families out there living a happy life. With that, members of the hall, I beg.